2009. Cartoon Network, Disney, and Nickelodeon have shifted all of their focus away from cartoons and more towards live-action productions. Nickelodeon starts shifting its cartoon programs towards its other programming block, Nicktoons. This time would be one of the lowest points in Nickelodeon's lifespan. Some of Nickelodeon's highly regarded shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender and My Life as a Teenage Robot had come to an end. Nick's long-running series SpongeBob SquarePants and The Fairly Odd Parents were stuck in some terrible seasons. Nickelodeon began airing terrible new shows like The Mighty Bee, Back to the Barnyard, and The Abomination that is Planet Sheen. Anyone looking for cartoons in this era were desperate. We needed entertainment so desperately, we were willing to sell our souls for anything remotely entertaining. From the depths of the underworld, the devil heard our plea, and without a moment to spare, he appeared before us, contract in hand. Without hesitation, we signed the devil's contract, soiling our pure blood upon which wicked paper most foul. The devil revealed to us the entertainment he had promised, and the very sight of it would forever be burned into our eternal souls.
As said in the intro, 2009 was a terrible time for cartoons. Sure, every now and again a decent cartoon would air, but more often than not, if it wasn't live action, it was trash. This held especially true for Nickelodeon as they were in a rough spot at the time. With this in perspective, you can easily see how someone desperate enough would turn to Fanboy and Chumchum for entertainment. It should be known that I have a much higher tolerance for annoying shows than most people, so that would also play a part in why I didn't mind it so much. And while this might discredit any relevance I have as a reviewer, I will admit that I still do have a soft spot for Fanboy and Chumchum. It helped me through a rough time in my life, and out of any cartoon I have watched, it's the only cartoon I feel I have a legit nostalgia blindness for. I haven't seen the show since it was still airing on Nicktoons, so when it came time to do this review, I was a bit worried it might be worse than how I recall it. I have seen a lot of people bash this show over the years, so it made me hold off this review for a while. After 3 years of holding it off, I'm finally ready to confront this mess of a show. The episode we will be reviewing today is one of the few episodes I actually remembered, Monster in the Mist. Before we begin this episode, I should start off by talking about the show's art style. I can't deny the show's character designs are an ungodly mess. That being said, I can't say it's a complete loss. While the character designs are ugly, the show's artistic style does lend itself to a creative slapstick. There are no restrictions to the character or environment, meaning that they could get away with a lot of fun, creative situations. So while the style is undeniably bad, it's not a complete loss. Anyways, the episode begins as...
Maybe it is a hot dog.
Okay, I swear, it gets better from here! After getting bored of that, Fanboy and Chum Chum decide they want to grab some snacks at their local hangout. They try rushing their trip as their local bully is working that shift, but is too distracted at a game he's been playing for 2.5 days. Of course, he notices they come in, and despite the eye problems of staring at a tiny screens for 2 days straight, he hunts them down and gets ready to bop them, just before mistaking them for a monster, which causes him to panic. Fanboy and Chum Chum manage to calm him down, and after he describes the monster to them, they state that the monster sounds just like the monster from their favorite horror movie, The Monster in the Mist. They decide to hunt down the monster with spray cheese, but instead they attack the other employee at the store. And this is the exact point in the episode where it actually gets good. It starts recreating scenes from The Mist, such as them barricading the store. Everything seems fine till Fanboy and Chum Chum waste all of the spray cheese. They decide that one of them has to leave and get more, which leads to a legitimately funny line.
Not me! No, I'm staying right here where it's safe.
Hey, that's what the guy said in the movie.
Which guy?
The guy who got eaten.
So they reenact the same rope scene that was in the original movie, but things go a bit differently. After getting slammed into the glasses rack, the employees come to realize the monster was just Fanboy and Chum Chum all along. I'll say, the ending to this episode isn't as tragic as it was in the movie.
There ain't no monster. It's those two idiots!
But they do pull a twist that feels more in line with M. Night Shyamalan's writing than Stephen King's. And that was Fanboy and Chum Chum. It's an overall decent episode from an okay series. As I said before, I'm more tolerant towards annoying shows, so obviously my opinions are a factor of that. Also, I do have a nostalgia factor for it, which I will admit does help deafen the negative points about it. I definitely wouldn't recommend the show to anyone, and it would never get on my list of favorite cartoons. At best, I have a soft spot for it, but I think it would be best for others to avoid the show altogether. Anyways, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to help support future content on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Actually, before I go, there's something I really want to talk about, but I decided to save it for the end. It's about the show's theme song. Overall, the show's theme is okay, and it really helps give the audience an idea of just how annoying the show will try to be. But when I listened to this song again after all these years, I actually thought that Egoraptor, or Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps, actually sang the theme song for the show.
I think I'll lie down here and finish reading my comic. Goo!
It wasn't important enough to mention in the actual review, but it was such an odd connection after being a Game Grumps fan for a few years now. But yeah, no, Aaron Hansen did not sing the show's theme song. Anyways, you're free to go and explore all the amazing things YouTube's algorithm has recommended you.